Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Cecily, and honestly, I'm excited about today's video because today I experienced something in the field of social work that I never would have imagined. And I'm pretty excited about it, and I just feel like I need to share it while it's still fresh. And also with that, I do want to share my first year experience in my internship. Um, Y'all, when I tell you, it has been a journey. So, I am doing a series on this channel called Journey to MSW. I am going to be obtaining my master's in social work next year, spring 2020. So, I am excited. And I want y'all to be excited too. If you are trying to become a social worker, if you don't know anything about social work, if you are actually in a bachelor program right now as a social worker and you want to learn more about the master's level, I'm going to be doing videos on that. And I'm excited because there's so much to learn. And I feel like I was going to try to do vlog style, but I feel like I can be better talking just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get to it. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing my first year at my internship. Let's start with the fact that your girl got switched last minute. My first semester, I was placed at an agency that did psychotherapy. I will not name the agency that I did my first internship at. I hope I didn't name it in the first video. But anyway, so at this agency, they provide community-based services, school-based services. They usually, in the school last semester, I did psychotherapy for kids who do not have IEPs. What that means is an individualized education plan. So there in the schools, there are social workers who work with kids who only have those. This agency worked with kids who did not have them. So it was pretty good in that aspect. I think that's amazing because there are so many kids who experience trauma, especially in Baltimore City. I'm in the city, y'all, and it's such a different experience. But I can get to that in the video. It is definitely an experience, and those kids, I had a soft spot for them. Like, I actually missed the babies, but it's okay. Life moves on. But so in that my first semester, I was at the school, and it was good. I had about 3 to 4 clients because they didn't want to overload me with my first semester. They just didn't want. I wasn't getting that many clients, so it was pretty good. I just felt like my supervisor could have been a little more consistent. So my supervisor in the school she was amazing. Like, I loved working with her. I actually learned quite a few things from her. Of course, it could have been a little bit more at a master's level. It could have been a little bit more, but overall, it was amazing. Fast forward, it's December, and my supervisor's like, "Oh, we're gonna move you into the office." My internship, it was pretty okay, but then I got moved to the office and things changed. I was not receiving any clients until March because the director, she definitely had a lot on her plate, and it was just not an organized internship at that time. Like, it was not organized. Things just, I wasn't doing anything. I was in the office, literally being their administrative assistant, getting paid nothing, like $0, because it's my internship. I had expressed this to my liaison, and she was working with me. She said, "Okay, if it doesn't get better, let me know." I let 2 weeks go by just to see if it would get better, because my field supervisor, of course, she said it will get better. Great, cool, and I trust her because she's cool. It did not get better, y'all. So March, in the middle of March, I got my first client. Well, what? Like, there's people who have clients since the last semester, the beginning of last semester, and I'm just now getting a client in March. It didn't sit well with me. So fast forward to the beginning of April, she terminated me, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, it did not feel good. And I'm giving y'all the real. Like, I'm giving y'all the real. It did not feel good because as a master level student, I just felt like I failed. Like, I just felt like I failed miserably, even though I know I was not doing anything wrong. I just felt like I failed because why are you terminating me because you can't provide the type of supervision that I need? You can't give me clients. You're not doing your job as a supervisor. You're not teaching me. You're not allowing me to learn. I learned your database for what? What did I learn your database for? Because I didn't even get to really use it. So I was a little frustrated. I expressed this since February that I was not feeling this placement anymore. So this brings me to my point today. I got placed in addictions, y'all. And as a social worker, you have to understand the populations you are not able to work with. You have to do a self-awareness assessment. Like, you just have to, because you have to know what clients you can't work with, which ones you do have biases towards, so you can fix that and become a better social worker. So with that being said, I was just yesterday, today is the 25th of April. Yesterday, your girl was freaking out. I was like, I cannot do addictions. I don't want to do it, but I have a month left and they just switched my whole placement and I'm not here for it. Like, I can't do addictions at all. I can't. Not happening. Went to my interview and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and I'm just gonna see how my day went. And y'all, I loved it. I loved it. And it is so crazy to me. I'm just like, why do I love it so much? And it's just a different type of world. Due to confidentiality and HIPAA, I'm not going to say the agency that I'm at, but I am working with the addictions population. And y'all, it's different and I love it. Like, just sitting there and being able to observe the group that we had today. We had a group today for 4 hours and it was amazing. It was amazing. My overall day was amazing. Like, today, like, they were talking about certain things and it made me understand them a little bit more because of course I had a bias, but that's not a thing anymore. Like, they're showing me that they are still human. And I think just due to personal reasons, you can always create a bias because of a certain feeling you have towards this population, or because of history, or your past, or your present. You just might have a bias against a certain population, and you have to understand how to work through it so you can provide the best level of care possible. You do not want to give someone mediocre service just because of your own values and your beliefs and your own biases. That's not fair to the client. So fast forward a little bit because I can't go too much into detail, but it was amazing. Oh, and then the crazy thing that happened today. During my day, I had to go get my badge, and I told you I'm going to incorporate faith into possibly every video that I possibly can. So the amazing thing about today is that when I went to get my badge, there was a guy. I had to go get my badge, and I sat down and I was talking to him, and he just told me a story about his nieces and nephews going to college and how deeply rooted in God they are. The guy told me that him and his wife are about to become ministers, or in the process of becoming ministers. And I was just like, if y'all understood the way God used this man to tell me that I am in the right place at the absolute right time, it gave me chills. This man literally said to me, I can feel your presence. I knew that you knew God. Like, I had literally told him I had got saved undergrad, and it was different for me because a lot of people stray away from God during undergrad. And I have my testimony video up. If you guys wanted to go see that, you can. But I had told him a little bit about my journey, and he was just like, just stay rooted in Christ. No matter what, don't stop praying, keep fighting, keep going, but always have God first, especially in this line and addictions. You have to keep God first, and whatever you do from now on, keep God first. And I needed that confirmation. I needed that today, especially because of what happened to me yesterday. I was just like, God, you are so good, because you're showing me that you are still in the midst of something that I doubted. I thought that I would not be able to deal with this population, but you showed me I can deal with it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and that is the most amazing thing, because I don't think I could have done that if it wasn't for God. If God was not with me today, I don't know if I would have had this type of experience. If that man didn't express what he said to me this morning, if he did not tell me what he told me this morning and gave me those words of wisdom, I don't think I would have had the same outcome that day. He really changed the way the rest of my day went. Although I was already feeling it, he made it better. And God really used him. And it's just amazing the spaces that God just allows himself, like reveals himself. It's just amazing the areas, the places that you would least expect he is showing up. And that's just to say, I'm saying all of this to say, like, if you are in social work and this is like what you want to do, be open to everything. Do not say, oh, I have to just work with kids. I have to just work with elderly. Yes, you may have a preference. I want to work with children. I know that even still, I want to work with children. But I'm learning so much in other areas. Options, opportunities are limitless. They are out there. You just have to be open. Have an open mind in this career. Do not limit yourself at all. There are so many things. You can be a lawyer. You can have your own business. You can be a therapist. You can work in schools. You can work in jails. You can work in the NFL, the NBA. You can work anywhere. A social worker can be placed in any environment and adapt. That's literally what we can do. We adapt, and it's just because social work chooses us. So wherever we are needed, we can adapt. And you guys, I just feel like you just have to understand your purpose, continue to understand your purpose, why you're on this journey, and what you want to gain from it. Do you want to learn more, or do you want to just limit yourself and just get quickly what you want to learn out of it? My internship journey has shown me that at the end, like, you think that you are going through the absolute worst thing, but then God shows you at the end of it all, like, there is literally light at the end of the tunnel. Literally, there is. And just trust in him. Literally, trust in God, and he will show you and give you exactly what you need at the right time. God will not leave you, and he will not forsake you. So in the midst of me not understanding why I'm being placed at this internship a month before the semester is over, today he showed me why. And I just have to trust in his process. I literally have to trust my journey. So I'm just telling you all to trust in your journey. I've gotten to the end of the video, y'all. Thank you for deciding to journey with me, and I will see you in my next video.